Ira Epstein with your morning flash update, and this update is for the morning of Wednesday. And here we sit now on the 27th of July, 2022, 8:35 a.m. Central Time. Stock market up. I don't know if you're watching earnings, but even the downgrade earnings, other than something like Snap and a few other Shopify, they're basically, even if they're somewhat downbeat, okay. Pricing power still there. Companies making up in price what they're losing in some of the buying volume. We've seen a shift away, at least I'm seeing that, from home improvement and the like to spending on other things. But overall, the consumer is still spending, and the question is, when does that peak out? And that's what we're going to find out. The big elephant in the room today, of course, is the Fed. And we get at 1 p.m. the announcement, 1:30 the live press conference. Please remember what I teach. You get the yin-yang impact. When the press conference kicks in fact, when the statement kicks in, you got to understand, in Europe, trade day is done. That doesn't mean there aren't people on computers after market, but it's 6, 7 o'clock at night. No, they're not hanging around at that time seeing this. Europe is sleeping. Asia is sleeping. So what happens is we get one reaction, we'll trade it accordingly. You go to bed, Asia's up, they're trading it, it goes back to Europe, and when we come in the morning, we have things a bit different. Tomorrow, you also happen to get GDP. So we're expecting another set of poor numbers. Got to be careful about that. President Biden's going to talk to President Xi tomorrow. I understand, at least everything I'm reading, no, it doesn't appear that tariffs are going to be on the conversation. And there's $350 billion in tariffs there that could be. The question is, what would be the trade-off between the two leaders? And I don't know. The relations are the worst they've been since the 70s between these two gentlemen. In fact, the United States and China, not good. We also have the chip makers. Remember that they've got their bills coming forward. I understand there was a last-minute shift by Mr. Schumer, and I don't understand it because the idea here was not to help Chinese companies, and it appears that something he did has made that shift. I have to read more about that. But as I said, we're up in the stock market early, the gold market floundering still, and I'm going to be leaving the August gold now and moving over to the December for you. I'm looking at copper, and it's having trouble holding in the 340s, but it is still able to be hanging in here, and that's a good sign. Dollar slightly lower, and of course, people will wonder, the higher interest rate, is that bullish or bearish the dollar on a comparative basis? And they're already talking in the EU, they don't want to get too strong with interest rates there because of what's going on in energy prices, which is a disaster. The prices were up today another double digit because of the Nord Stream cutback that they saw. Take a look at what's going on in the wheat this morning. You've gone from 8.18 already down 20 some odd cents. Corn market has sunk back about a nickel here. Changes in weather are what you got to keep your eye on right now. Very, very important. And the one that you watch for the weather right now is the soybean market, because you get the blooming and then the pod setting. Very important there. Bonds and notes sort of sitting tight. I'm smelling a bottom has been made in the cotton market. So I'm looking at that and thinking good things. And as you can see, Nat Gas got up near the $9 level and has just sunk, fallen back almost, 50 cents roughly. That's a big drop. So maybe a break in temperatures could be what the market is looking at. Now, let's talk about what we're going to give you today. We get a lot of economic data coming out this morning. You saw the MBA numbers. Nothing there that I was too excited about one way or the other. We're going to get some housing sale numbers, and that's going to happen at 9 o'clock. And then the event at 1. Now, to keep up with that, you might want to go to our website, and under free offers, sign up for both sampling of my research. I'll be writing about that tonight, so you'll get a full detailed report on that. You get a free 2-week trial to my research, my morning videos and the like, and you can also try the Linn research. Again, all you need to do is go to our website, in the very top up there, right above me, just move your cursor, click, you'll see an icon, sign up, and away you go. With that, I'm Ira Epstein. I will see you all this evening when we talk with the market wrap-ups, and I'll have a lot to talk about then as well. Take care.